Hi guys, and welcome to Kone. It is time for us to talk about Artemis Fowl. It's time for us to have the Artemis Fowl talk. Because, see, 2 days ago I woke up like any other day. Few moments later, I went on the internet, opened my newsfeed, and on top of my newsfeed there was this. This is the teaser poster for the upcoming Artemis Fowl movie. Now, I'm what you would call a Fowl fan, so huge fan of Artemis Fowl. So an announcement like that, it is huge for me. A year ago, about a year ago, I heard that they were making the movie, that Disney would produce it, that Kenneth Branagh would direct it, and it was like mind explosion. Really, it was such an exciting news because this is Artemis Fowl is a series of books that I started reading when I was a teenager in middle school, and this is this is like if you would mix James Bond, Mission Impossible, Lord of the Rings, The Chronicle of Narnia, and um, and The Matrix. You would mix all that together, and you would get Artemis Fowl. And this series of book came out when the series of Harry Potter film came out, so around 2001 to 2005 and so on. And it it blew my mind. I know that the movie was uh, was going to be made. I wanted to take part in that movie, maybe direct it, maybe write it, maybe playing it, because this is one of the sagas of books that really shaped my mind, shaped my life. Uh, if I really encourage you to read it because it is so cinematic. If you read the books, it is just like you would read a movie. The author, it's Owen Colfer, is really good at that. Whether it's action scenes, whether it's dialogue, whether it's character development, it's so like a movie. And so, of course, when I see that, man, I can only be hyped by it. And Disney knows it because when they released the poster, they also released the trailer at the same time. And I call it the trailer, everybody calls it the teaser trailer. For me, it's just enough. I don't want to see anything else before the movie. This is right. This is just right. This is just what I need to see from the movie. I was able to see that they were going to respect the story, maybe make some adjustments. I see that they totally get the source material just by seeing the poster, like I said, is the Matrix with some Mission Impossible, some James Bond, some magical thing feel to it. You know, if you look closer, you see that it's not only code; it's like Gnomic symbols, symbols of fairies, and yeah, because there are fairies in that series, so it is awesome. It is awesome. For me, I still want to be part of that movie. See, I'm French. I speak French, and I know that we are going to need some voice actor to translate the movie in French. And from the beginning, since the announcement, I said, "Oh my gosh, I need to be part of that movie in any way possible. I need to be uh, doing something on that movie because it's so I feel so connected to the character, to the story, that I need to add value to it. And So I would like to be a voice actor in that movie. I would like to be the voice actor of Artemis Fowl, if that's possible, because I think this is the coolest character that was ever created in a book series for children. Really, I love Harry Potter, and don't get me wrong, I'm a big fan of Harry Potter, but I think that Artemis Fowl is made to be. It was written to be the coolest. So, and I think he is. So this is the actual depiction of Artemis Fowl. They totally get it. They totally get it. Um, I will show you. Yeah, hold there. I will show you the cover that that was made before for the books, and you will see the reference that's in it. So I have one of the covers. The first cover of the books were all about not revealing too much. You had to actually open the books and read it to be sure of what it was about. And really, that changed with the second series of books. That changed because they needed to actually just well show some characters. They actually changed the edition with the re-edition, and this was really awesome because even there weren't revealing too much of it. See, there was the for instance, the face of Artemis Fowl was never revealed until the third re-edition, where you had the graphic novels as well, so they had to show his face because otherwise it would have been weird. So I picked up the second edition, the second pocket edition that came out in France, and this is what it looked like. Okay, you find the costume, the tie, so the James Bond feel. You see it's a explosive action movie, and yeah, I say movie because this is really how you feel when you read it. So this is the cover for the book, and this is for the movie. And I think the original cover was really was really even more similar to that picture because you see the original cover, you see Artemis Fowl having sunglasses. It's snowing behind him. He has his tie, his costume, his jacket, and he is kind of smiling, like clever smiling, like he's a genius, so he has that genius smile. Um, and you can find it all here. See if you look at it. So I'm super excited because they had the Gnorlic symbols on his sunglasses as a reflex. So it looks just like the Matrix, but he has that. See, it's circular, so it's kind of yeah, it's kind of magical feel to it as well. You can see that all from the poster. From the trailer, you see a lot more. For instance, there is this thing where you in the movie in the book, sorry, in the book, the author, Owen Colfer, is really well, there is a subtext where Ewan Colfer is talking to us about the environment, planet Earth, and how mankind is kind of spoiling it. And it's really a humanist story because of that, because he's using the fairies, which is magical kind of fictional people, and he's using them to be able to show how the humans look like for an external perspective, and that's really clever and it's really well made in that book. So when I first saw the trailer, I didn't pay attention to it. When I secondly saw the trailer, I pay attention to it, and the first pictures that you see is really that depiction. You see the nature, really wild nature, really beautiful, and then you see Ho Chi Minh Ville, Ho Chi Minh City, which is in Vietnam, where everything is polluted. You have uh, you have like 25 scooters, 25 motorcycles at in every meter square. So this is a good intention, because it means that the team, Kenneth Branagh and the team that's making the movie, get what's behind those books, and so I'm not afraid of it will sound like. What I've noticed, for the from the first viewing, is that you had all this build up, and they show Heaven City, which is underground, and it is all CGI. So it looks glorious. It looks glorious. It looks like just like you would have imagined it if you have just read the books. Now, my only bad note on that is that it's CG, and well, since I'm really passionate about it, I would I would have preferred that they would have been a little bit of practical, or maybe I've done things differently. But that's just from the first viewing of the first teaser trailer. I think in the movie they will have so many more chance to put practical effects, to put actually tangible things in the movie. So I'm not afraid. I'm not worried. I think that the the actor. Let's talk about the actor. Ferdia Shaw is doing a great job, because when you read the book, you have that character development that's really thorough. How he talks, how Artemis Falls walks, how he's readjusting his shirt. Sorry, he's readjusting his shirt he wants to be presentable. He has manners, and from the pictures in the trailer, from the video, I can find that back. So that means that Ferdio Show also gets what Artemis Fowl is about, and is also Irish, just like Artemis Fowl. So this is great. This is great, guys, and well, this is this is really great. Now, I wanted to finish on that note, because really I would like so much to be a part of the French team working on that project, because it's 17 years of waiting, and now it is actually there. It's actually real. I feel that it's connected to me. I mean, look at that picture. Every time I see that picture, that poster, I say, I don't need more. I don't need more. So I will switch to French. I wanted to put that little reading of the Artemis Fowl character, because you can really picture what Artemis Fowl is about just by reading this. So 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 okay. So this is, sorry. Let me do something. So this is gonna be French. If you don't speak French or don't want to hear my reading, you can just do something else and quit that video. Thank you for watching. That was really great. Don't worry, don't forget that life is a game. Start playing. Go out on his phone, and I see you there. If you speak French or want to hear the reading or want to hear how I sound, as Artemis Fowl. Just stick around because this is gonna be great, I think. Okay. So to get the context, this is actually gonna be, I think, one of the first scenes in the movie. They might do it differently, cut some skits because cut some bits because when you do an adaptation, you can be always faithful to the source material. You gotta respect it. You gotta treat it like it's important, but sometimes you have to take liberties on it. You have to take freedom from it. Okay, they arrive in Ho Chi Minh in Vietnam, and this is the city that we see in the trailer. That's not in China. That's in Vietnam. It's summer. It's really hot. It's really polluted. And this is something that doesn't do well with the Irish boy that is Artemis Fowl. He's 11. Um, it's really it's really something that he dislikes, but he's there for business. So here how I sound as Artemis Fowl. J'espère qu'il ne s'agit pas encore d'une fausse piste, Butler. Surtout après ce qu'il s'est passé au Caire. So, Butler talks. Non, monsieur, cette fois-ci, je suis sûr de moi. Nguyen est un homme de confiance. So there's a waiter that arrives, put them some tea in their cups. So, encore un peu de thé, messieurs? Épargnez-moi votre petit spectacle et asseyez-vous. Vous portez des mocassins faits sur mesure, une chemise en soie et 3 chevalières en or. Vous avez une pointe d'accent d'Oxford et l'éclat discret de vos ongles montrent qu'ils ont été manufacturés il y a peu de temps. Vous n'êtes pas serveur. Vous êtes Nguyen Chuan, notre contact, et vous avez adopté ce petit déguisement ridicule pour vérifier discrètement si nous ne sommes pas armés. Stupéfied. Pas vraiment. Il ne suffit pas d'un vieux tablier effiloché pour avoir l'air d'un serveur. Je vais vous renseigner moi-même en ce qui concerne les armes. Personnellement, je n'en ai pas. Mais Butler, c'est son nom, Butler, comme le mot qui signifie majordome en anglais. Ce qui tombe bien, ce qui tombe très bien même, puisque c'est mon majordome. Butler, donc, possède un pistolet Sig Sauer dans le holster qu'il porte sous l'aisselle, 2 poignards à la mince dans ses bottes, un minuscule Derturdo. Page turning. Un minuscule ringer à 2 coups dans sa manche, un fil de fer dans sa montre et pour d'éventuels étranglements, et 3 grenades à main dans diverses poches. Je n'ai rien oublié, Butler. La matraque, monsieur. Ah oui, une bonne vieille matraque à billes d'acier qu'il cache dans sa chemise. Ne vous inquiétez pas, monsieur Xuan. Ces armes ne seront pas utilisées contre vous. Non, ce ne serait inutile. Butler est capable de vous tuer de 100 manières différentes, sans avoir besoin de recourir à cette artillerie. Mais inutile d'aller jusqu'à 100. Une seule suffirait largement. Et maintenant, parlons affaires. Vous avez répondu à notre annonce sur Internet. So, oh yeah, Mr. Fowl, this is what you're looking for. I know where to find it. Vraiment? Et je suis censé vous croire sur parole? Expliquez-moi ça. Très bien. Conduisez-nous là-bas, monsieur Nguyen. Je suis navré, monsieur Nguyen, mais l'époque où vous aviez une certaine liberté de choix est depuis longtemps révolue. So, actually, I almost only read the lines from Artemis, from the Artemis character, because there's a dialogue where you have the waiter that's actually not a waiter. You have the butler that's called Butler, which is there and is quite intimidating, which is played by Nancy Alonso. Really great character, really great guy, really great actor. I've seen it in Game of Thrones and in the series Zoo. And actually, in the series Zoo, he plays some kind of bodyguard as well. So I think it will be perfect for the role. They gave him here in this one. I don't care. This is a cool artistic choice. Um, I wanted to show you something here. See, at the end you have the mention Time to Believe 2019, and the Time to Believe is really great tagline, because actually, since it's about humans and fairies, it refers to the time to believe in fairies, to time to believe in the world of fairies. And I was reading this interview of Kenneth Branagh, the director, which said that among the changes that is done, Artemis has a different goal than in the movie. He's gonna do through the same steps, which is spoiler alert, finding the fairies, but he's gonna do it for different reasons than in the book. Anyway, this is really interesting, because uh, it doesn't believe in fairies at first, and well, the image you see in the trailer where the old woman becomes young, this is actually the first time he's gonna see fairies for real. Before that, it's all septics. It's all septic. He doesn't believe. He doesn't believe it. He searched for it, but he's really pissed off, because all that is was able to find is false leads, and it's only in Ho Chi Minhville, in Ho Chi Minh City, that he's gonna find it. And when you find it, you see Nancy Leonardo and Feriasho, white shot, where they step back and they surprised, because fairies actually exist in this world, and it's the first time they see it. So later in the trailer, you see all those cool stuff. They start to get used to it. Since Artemis is a really clever guy, he knows how to evolve in this world. So back to the time to believe thing. This is also connected, I think, to the fact that it's going to be 2019, and it's going to be a year really special for a lot of reason. A lot of reason. The first reason being the coming out of the movie, but there will be other things, and well, this is great tagline, especially when you have that character that's come from a real world. Is really like suit and tie. Is really about just you don't see his eyes. It's like he's in the real world, but he's not really connected to what's in it. And the time to believe refers to that is going to be connected to really what's in the real world, and not what he thinks is in the real world. So I think in this movie there is going to be a lot of revelations for Artemis Fowl. He's going to discover a lot of things that may or may not surprise him, and yeah, I think that's story wise that's gonna be a great evolving. So this is this. Yeah, I will finish on that note, because it's 20. I talked since 25 minutes. I so wanna be part of that movie. I don't care that Disney does it, that it's gonna be Disney-fied, like some people say. I think that since the announcement of the movie Disney was producing, I mean, I saw Star Wars 7, I saw the Marvel movies, they all have that Disney touch, and for better or for worse, right? But that doesn't stop me there because I have also seen Tron Legacy, and that is that is to me one of the best Disney movies that are to watch because I think it will stand the test of time, and I think Artemis Fowl has the potential of standing the test of time. I'm just noticing something on the poster. There is like a diamond, or maybe no, it's not a diamond. Okay, okay. Let me show you something. See in the here you have the Artemis Fowl, logo, and you see the little dot on the eye. Well, guess what it is? It is something from the books. It is something that is crucial for the plot line. That is a nut. That is a nut that you have to plant in the nut tree, which we call shen, but I don't know if that's that in English. And one of the characters is desperately gonna need that nut. So really, really clever and really, um, just yeah, something that because you don't see it on the trailer. I just checked. Okay, I'm just watching images from the trailer. Artemis Fowl Feria show really gets it. How it works is so cool, and is really the criminal mastermind that Artemis Fowl is supposed to be. Yeah, I said criminal mastermind, but if you're reading the synopsis, it gives pretty much everything from the book, from the movie, sorry, and a lot of things from the books as well. Okay, so I said I would like to finish. I want to finish on that note. I done this reading because I really want to be a candidate as Artemis Fowl French voice actor. So Disney, if you're hearing this, check me out. Tell me what you think. I'm really passionate about this character. I really want to be part of that world, of that team, of that family. And thank you for listening. It's been almost half an hour, but we had to have that talk. We had to add it because after that, everybody's gonna be like, "Yeah, no, Artemis Fowl, they're doing a movie." No, you need to know where it comes from, from me, and you need to real that because before people start seeing the next trailer and the next trailer that's gonna show everything in the movie, right? Because actually the teaser trailer was all that I need, but I know Disney, you guys always have over trailer, you have over content to show before the movie comes out. So that's okay. I respect that. Just just finishing on that note, I will try to not go past 30 minutes. Go read the Artemis Fowl book. You will have everything you need to know on the characters, and you will have also a lot of interesting things to compare with the movie. Other Anyway, the series is a blast. I really advise you to go read it in full. I'm trying to read it in full as well before the movie comes out. Maybe I will get there. Fingers crossed. And since it's almost 30 minutes, I say life is a game, you have to start playing. Bye, go, see you, read Artemis.